Good day. Sorry about the fuzziness. You don't see a clear picture right now. This is Ross Jason Bohm-Ly, RJBL. That's what it is. Well, this is Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. I don't know when my computer may crash. It's been going blue screen and saying there's problems on it for the last couple days. Excuse me. For the last couple days. It says it's an ATI KM DAG systems crash. It's also going to green screen as I'm starting it up. I just did a Windows update at 1709 and this started happening. Yep, 2 days before I tested out some new DDR3 from a neighbor, which is would have been upgraded, would have gave me 8 more gigs of memory, but it wasn't compatible with what I had. It was only a 1333. I have a 1600, and everything was working fine after that. But after I did this upgrade of Windows 10, which I have on here, my OBS was built in 162.99.192. I have 8 gigs of memory. I have a 3.6 gigahertz ADM X4 750 quad core, which isn't good enough to play my Call of Duty World War I or II that just came out a little while ago, so I can't play with anybody I know as well. Plus my video card, I understand, needs to be upgraded as well. I was looking at that. I'd be talking to a guy in India, supposedly. I thought it was going to be a girl, but his name, but it turns out to be a woman, or a man, I mean. I got the service request. I phoned to this 1-425-704-3638 extension 226-2149. Yesterday he called me and he said to call any day from Tuesday to Saturday from 4:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Which I did. I left a message on the answer machine. I only have email. I don't have enough money to buy a phone. It'd be a waste of time. I pay $140 a month for cable internet, and like I said, 140 bucks a month for cable internet. Our internet system at that should have a telephone line hooked up to the IP for free for that kind of money. There's no hope in hell that an internet should cost that much for a library. Our infrastructure of society says, hey, we pay for the power lines through our taxes and everything else like that, and you pay for cable lines and all that too, just for your internet boxes. We pay for it already in our infrastructure taxes. I looked at the city of Courtenay or the Comox Valley's taxes, and it says right there. And if you look at WICA, infrastructure tax, dams, hydro lines, cable lines, anything to do with communications, we pay for our taxes. Same with parks, recreation, schooling, military police, and so forth. Ferry system, bridges. I don't know if this will be my last transmission or not, or this will cancel while I'm doing this, because it's done it 5 times a day, 6 or 7 times yesterday, a couple times the day before. Like I said, screen's green when I start up, have to start it all over again, and every time I'm on Facebook on an app, it goes blue screen to what I told you, and it's just out of hand. Right after doing a Windows update at 1709. Don't know what else to do. I made my complaint to Microsoft, asked them to send me a new OEM or a link to get it. Hard copy would be better. A new hard drive to put that on, so my OEM is separate, and a new hard drive for my private files like pictures and all this kind of stuff that I have on filing system, so I can have that stored so I won't have Mischief. When a virus or this happens, I don't lose all my files that I have on a backup. Mischief is a criminal offense, any type of virus, and because it's Microsoft and what they're going through, their upgrade is causing me this problem. I don't have a brand new computer. I don't have $6,000 to buy a new one or upgrade my computer, because I haven't bottle picked for the last, 6 or 7 years, since 2012 when the psychiatry problem happened, and they threw me in there and they took away my human freedoms of walking and talking and being able to have physical fitness and health. And then again in 2000, 13, which completely disabled me and I'm unable to work. Deal with human beings by the amount of actors around me assaulting with psychological genocide. That's right, crimes of genocide. Torture, criminally intending to harm me. If you know of somebody going to be assaulted in Canada and you know the fact, just like somebody's going to go rob the bank, and don't call in or try to help that person, you're committing a crime, just like accessory to a crime. You're preventing an injury, a maiming of somebody. Aggravated assault, you're maiming somebody for life. Trifling, intent to cause bodily harm as well. These are all criminal codes. I could go on for about 10 years on it. If you don't want to help somebody who's being assaulted by the government and know so, you are just as guilty. Just like Bin Laden, you're one of their crew. And there's nothing anybody can do. Mental illness is only caused by the dietitian of Canada, educated people, not a cop who doesn't have a degree in nutrition, sports nutrition, or any type of kinesiology and fitness, or could pass any type of military test, or maybe could. An education of criminology and addictions to know better. These are criminal codes out of the Canadian Criminal Code Book. I'm going to show you two of them right now. Excuse me for a second. There's this one, the Carswell, never changes. And here's the Martin. This is the student edition. Difference between the two, this is the police handbook, and this is the lawyer one. When you take the lawyer one, it shows you the references and the criminal charges and times in jail are in the back. And references to other cases are in the Martin. But you won't find that in the police handbook. That's the difference between these two books. But they're the exact same. And a few things are placed differently, like the Charter of Human Rights and Youth Justice. But they're exactly the same book. As is human rights and the Charter of Human Rights and Freedoms are basically the same thing. Other than a Charter of Human Rights dictates bilingualism. If you see my GoFundMe, please send money to GoFundMe. If I can get 20,000 people at 20 bucks, I'll be able to rebuild my computer and get this back up and going. This is my only outlet to entertainment and any type of little bit of enjoyment, which is not to sit in this chair that's fallen apart over the last 3 years because of defective materials on it as well. No electronic should be sold for the amount of money it is to play a simple game or go on the internet to be able to run it. When you look at the new memory, DDR4, next is DDR5, which most video cards have today. You need a certain video card to run these new widescreens or high resolution K4 or 4K videos and so forth, and now there's 8Ks. You look at the long and short of it, it costs you a minimum of $300 to $500 up to $4,000 for a video card. You're looking at memory from 600 to 1,000. A processor, 500 to 2,000 approximately, let's say, or 1,500 for a new or what do they call it? The new ADM. Threadrippers, 16 core. A box runs you $200. $150 to $300 for your power supply. That's not including your HD TV camera, which this one is an old one, 8 megabytes, that costs you anywhere from $100 to thousands of dollars. And a monitor, you're looking at anywhere from $350 to who knows what you need it for. If it's for text or playing high-end video games, 5 RMS or whatnot, you're looking at a couple thousand and how big you want it. A 32-inch like I have right now is $1,200 as well for a curved LG or ViewSonic as I have right now. This ViewSonic has lasted me 10 years. I'm pretty impressed with it. But reading text is sometimes hard, as it registers as a generic monitor because it's so old and doesn't have any codes to go along with it. If you want to help me out and GoFundMe, please do so. If I get 20,000 people at $20, spend your lotto money or your drinking money for the week and help me out, great. If you can't, you can't. But I'd like to say this is the last one for now as far as I know, because it might crash tomorrow and I won't be able to boot it back up. If it does, I guess I'll have to wipe all my data out and put my OEM back on and reformat the disk it's on. Hopefully this virus won't be there when I start back up. And hopefully this is not a Microsoft threat of human rights violations of privacy to fuck up all old computers like they said they do, so they can't be on the internet because they don't think they're fast enough. But you can go to any computer store and find the exact same computer and parts right now for full price. Meaning they're still on the market and they're still good enough to be online because the stores are still selling DDR3, same memory, same processor, same motherboard, same box, and same keyboard, because I just got this keyboard. Thanks to Logitech, I got a brand new G10 because it wasn't working proper. Times 2 because they made a mistake. I accidentally hit the button twice and sent it out twice because I couldn't find my request form. That I got 2 brand new G610s for warranty manufacturer defects. Thank you very much. Now hopefully Microsoft will do their part and send me 2 new hard drives, one for the OEM, one for my personal data so I don't lose it, and hopefully it's in time. That's what I asked them for online. If it continues after that, I guess they'll have to buy me a whole new motherboard and memory so I can run that system still, because I don't want to upgrade completely, because I heard you're not allowed to do downloads on the new ones at all. But who knows? I'll take my chances too. $6,000 to replace a computer. By house insurance, in a fire, just like a virus on the computer that damages all your goods in your house, or somebody breaking in and smashing your goods, recovery or replacement is 100% of your goods. If not, you haven't recovered even from an injury or any type of assault. A virus is no different than an EMP pulse, an electrical impulse sent through in ones and zeros to your house, affecting your computer. They did it with my Logitech Wave, so I had to upgrade in a new computer as well as a mouse as well for a G5. It just stopped working, which doesn't make sense. Technology, eh? How many times you replace your cell phone? Anyhow, if you can help me out, please help me out, but that's all I can say. For now, this is Ross Jason Bohmlai, or RJBL, for February the 1st, 2018.